We want now to look at osmoregulation. When we talk of osmoregulation, we refer to the active regulation of osmotic pressure of the organism's fruits. The active regulation of osmotic pressure of the organism's fruits. We have fruits in the body where we have the blood, we have the tissue fluids. So the active regulation of the osmotic pressure in these fluids is what we call osmoregulation. You find that the purpose mainly of osmoregulation is to maintain the homeostasis of the organism's water content. Maintaining the homeostasis of the organism's water content. Remember, we say that homeostasis is the maintenance of the constant internal environment of the body. So osmoregulation also takes place in order to maintain the homeostasis or the internal constant of the body. And you'll find that it is really important for osmoregulation to take place because it prevents the body cells from taking in more or losing more water. So osmoregulation helps in the maintenance of the water in the body. It will prevent overloss of water, and it will also prevent absorption of more water. You'll find that always it results in the balance of water and the salt concentration in the cells. That one is what we refer to as osmoregulations, where there is balance of water and salt concentration in the cell. Now, we can ask ourselves, the regulation of high blood osmotic pressure. What happens when there is regulation of high blood osmotic pressure? First of all, there is low water level. If there is low water level in the body, that means that the hypothalamus in the brain will produce a hormone which we call antidiuretic hormone, or sometimes we call it ADH. Now, collecting ducts become more permeable to water. That is when the hormone has been produced. It will be transported to the kidney and it will instruct the collecting ducts to absorb more or to become more permeable to water. In the process, concentrated urine is produced. The urine now, we call it hypertonic to blood because it is more concentrated than the blood. More water is absorbed and reabsorbed back into the blood vessel from the collecting ducts, and less urine is produced. So we are saying that the regulation of high blood pressure or high blood osmotic pressure is always due to the lower water levels in the body. When we have lower water levels in the body, the hypothalamus in the brain will produce a hormone which we call antidiuretic hormone. The antidiuretic hormone is transported from the brain to the kidney, and in the kidney they will go to the collecting duct and instruct the collecting duct to absorb or to become more permeable to water, to allowing more entry of water inside the blood, moving from the collecting ducts. As a result, since more water has been removed from the collecting ducts, the urine that is produced becomes concentrated, meaning that it is hypertonic to the blood, and more water is reabsorbed and less urine is produced. We talked about osmoregulation, and we said it is the active regulation of the organism's fluids to maintain the homeostasis of the organism's water constant. So you'll find that homeostasis is mainly more of maintenance of water and salt concentration in the cells. Thank you very much for being with us.